Listen. We here, we live, we happy, we doing all the wonderful things. If you see my little yeah right here, just know it's my little flosser. You see what I'm saying? I like to chew on these every now and then. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna try not to, you know what I'm saying, chew on it during the video. I'm gonna keep my mind straight, you feel me? But today, right, I've been giving y'all a lot of good sauce already on TikTok. You feel me? On my TikTok. If you're not following the TikTok, Real Rack DB, it's right down there. Go follow the TikTok. I give early morning sauce before the markets open, while the markets are open, during market sauce. I got you with anything that you need. You see what I'm saying? Also, I want to go ahead and throw this little note in here too at the beginning of the video. Sorry, excuse me. I'm gonna start throwing this little note in here for the ones that want to go ahead and really start taking action. You feel me? It costs $100 to be my student. So right now, right, the website is undergoing some changes. So right now you can't access the website. You feel me? However, you still have access to me. You're looking me dead in my face right now in this video. You feel me? So you still have access to me. So what does that mean? You need to either go to my Discord, text me on Discord, and be like, hey bro, I want to become a student. I'm gonna get you locked in. I'm gonna send you all the information. See what I'm saying? Or you can email me at officialrealrackmarket@gmail.com. That's up to you if you want to go through the email. I'm personally gonna respond way faster if you go on my Discord. I'm gonna just be honest with you. However, that's up to you, but it only costs $100 to be my student, bro. You see what I'm saying? I am going to end up raising prices back. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you, bro. Because if I don't tell y'all the truth or tell y'all half a truth, then y'all gonna come back and be like, oh man, bro, wasn't keeping it 1,000 with me. No. Right now, the price is at $100. See what I'm saying? I don't know how long I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm not gonna put a date on it and be like, oh, I'm gonna keep it like this till the end. Nah, we just gonna have to see how everything continues to go. But right now, I just want to keep it at $100. I like that price. When I decide to raise it back to its original price, which is $250 a month, you'll know. I'll let you know. But right now, I'm chilling on it. I'm trying to give y'all the game a little bit more accessible, a little cheaper. You see what I'm saying? So that, you know, for the ones that were having a hard time affording that $250, man, $100, you know, that's $150 knocked off the original price for you. So that makes it halfway more affordable for you off the rip. You feel me? With that being said, if you've been paying attention to the companies that we've been doing, that $100 that you really go invest into yourself just to be my student for the month, within that month, you're gonna gather so many companies, so much game, so much knowledge that after that 1 month, it's really up to you whether you want to be my student for another month, or a year, however you want to play it. It's really up to you, because at the end of the day, when it all boils down to it, what is this truck man doing? But when it all boils down to it, right, you gonna have your own portfolio by the end of the month. You see what I'm saying? Because once you become my student, I'm gonna start sending you companies. So that's gonna help you create a portfolio in itself. Once that starts helping you create a portfolio, right, then after that month, let's say you be like, all right, bet, I don't think I'm gonna have $100, or I don't want to use $100 to, you know, be your student right now. Woo-de-woo, I think I got everything that I needed out of you. If that's just how you feel, you feel me? And you be like, all right, bet, I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of some of these companies that you just gave me. So I'm gonna put a couple $100 into these, and then I'll come back like 2 months later, once I get a little money off these, reinvest, woo-woo-woo. Bro, play it like that. You see what I'm saying? Play it however you need to play it to make it make sense. But understand, when you invest that $100 with me, you have already got your money back. Before you before you even sent me the $100, before you put your order in, you already made your money back. That's how you have to look at it. Because the moment that I start sending you these companies, go back in my DBPOTD portfolios. You see what I'm saying? You can go back, watch these videos. That's why they are public. You can see what returns we get when we call stuff out, when we do this, when we do that. But my students, y'all get the game faster, earlier than the DBPOTDs. Sometimes I don't upload DBPOTDs, as y'all know. You see what I'm saying? So you gonna get the game, you gonna get the sauce immediately because you connected to the source. You feel me? So it's up to you whether that's gonna be something that you want to do, but I am gonna continue to make sure that I, vocalize it and let you, just let you know that is an option for you. If you just want to buy pops, keep buying pops, bro. I got them for you. You can buy one pop today for $20. You see what I'm saying? It's real light. I ain't gonna overcharge you just to know a name of a company. And think about it. You could spend $20 a day to know the name of a company that could multiply your money by 5 or 10 times. And all you spent was $20 to get the information to know what to invest into. Because that's your question, right? What do I invest into? How do I know what's a good investment? How do I know this? How do I know that? I'm taking that load off of you so that you don't have to worry about that as the investor. All you got to do is just worry about where you go get your capital from, how you gonna move your capital around, whether you gonna be smart with it, dumb with it, or whatever the case may be. Feel me? But other than that, I'm just here to give you the game. So with that being said, I think it's ATGH. I don't know. I might have done forgot the ticker a little bit, but you gonna see it go across the screen. You know the vibes with me. Feel me? You gonna see it. And I'm also gonna be showing y'all, obviously the 5-minute up to the day. But I want y'all to notice something, man. Now the price that was on my list when I looked at it, right, was obviously cheaper than the price that you see it screenshotted. But I just want y'all to keep noticing what I mean by pop. See what I'm saying? Do y'all see how this company pop? Now, for my people, you would not have been in for the pop. You see what I'm saying? Unless you was in on Friday. If you had already got into this company on Friday, then you were in before this price pop actually happened. So that's good for you. If you're catching this after the fact, what I need for you to understand is, once a company shows signs that it can still pop, that it can still move up, and then it also does that when you notice the volumes, when you notice the trend lines, the patterns that come with it, all these different things, you know what I'm saying, that really work together to make one thing happen. When you start noticing this, it's probably a good time to invest. Now, I'm not saying by no means that this company won't decide to start trying to drop back into them cent ranges, because I know it went up to like $1.15, you know what I'm saying, on open. Now, I'm not saying that it won't go back down for a little while, but what I am trying to tell you is look at the price of this company. It's only $1.15 per share, according to my screenshot. Feel me? It's only $1.15 per share. So a little over $100, let's just say you spend $150, you will own 100 shares of this company. Let's say this company decides that they gonna make a couple moves over the next 3 to 6 months, maybe a year, 2 years, who knows? Let's say they make a couple good moves, and then their price spikes up to $5. We'll just say $5. I was gonna say $5 to $7, but I'm gonna keep it simple. Let's say it spikes up to $5, right? The moment that it spikes up to that $5, you already owned 100 shares at basically $1 per share, because I said $1.15. So you already own over 100 shares. See what I'm saying? Each of those 100 shares are going to each multiply by 5, because you got to think about it, right? Well, not exactly 5, because I said $5, it went up to 5, and we started at $1.15. So if we're imagining that you just called it at $1, right? For the sake of making this make sense for anybody that might get confused, let's just say the price that you bought it at was at $1. So it went up by 5 times. Each of those shares that you bought, you own 100 shares. Each one of those now is multiplied by 5. You get what I'm saying? And now you own that amount. That's your capital. That's what you own. That's, you know what I'm saying? You still own 100 shares. The amount of shares that you own didn't change. The value of the shares changed. And that's what you got to be able to understand. The shares itself, you're not getting more shares when the price go up. You're making the shares that you already own worth more when the price goes up. So that's why, again, I always try to tell y'all, focus more on companies that are trading at lower stock prices, where they're not sitting there. Like, understand, if you're gonna trade something that is above $100, if that's what you want to invest in, bro, you need to have capital that can support the investment that you actually want to do, so that when you're looking for the returns that you want, you can get them. Because what you have to understand is, if you purchase a company at $100, it has to go up to $200 before you double your money. It has to go up to $150 before you get 50% back. If you buy that same company when it was worth $1, it only needs to go up to $2 to double your money. You get what I'm saying? So imagine we're talking about the same company. It started at $1. Now it goes up to $100. Do the math. This is how investing works. You feel me? And most of the time we get confused, because the moment that you start seeing a lot of numbers, or you hear somebody trying to explain it to you, and they sort of gatekeeping a little bit with how they explaining it, they're not really trying to give you the full sauce, because they really want you to lean in and be dependent on them all the time. No, that ain't what we doing over here, gang. Literally, you can come to my YouTube, never pay me a single dollar. Literally, never pay me a single dollar, and I can still make you successful just by watching my YouTube videos. You don't ever have to even pay me. The only reason that you're gonna pay me is because you want to take this more serious. It's because you understand, hold on, I can get even richer if I keep fucking with Big Bro. You see what I'm saying? That's why you gonna pay me. Not because you have to get the game, you have to get the knowledge, or you have to be able to understand what I'm saying. No, I'm gonna paint that picture very clear. But if you want, like, what I'll be on, you see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on now, you're gonna have to pay. If you trying to dig that deep into my brain, you feel me, and understand how I'm moving, you gonna have to pay. But I give the game for the free zone, bro, because I love y'all, man. I want y'all to eat. I want this community to be able to grow bigger and bigger. If you're not sharing this with your people, you sleep, bro, and you're not helping. You gotta share this with your people, bro. Share this with your people. I'm gonna say it again for you, because you act like you didn't just hear me just now. Share it with them. Bro, you know better than I know that a lot of us have lacked a lot of financial literacy. I said that about wrong because I'm talking fast, but you know what I mean? We lack a lot of financial literacy. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us, even some of the richest people lack it. Y'all think just because they got money that they know what they doing with their money. No, sometimes people just get breakthroughs. You feel me? Sometimes people just get a breakthrough, bro. It's not always about that person knew exactly what they was doing with the money to be able to get it. Gang, I know some broke motherfuckers that know more about money than some of the richest people. Real talk. Because it ain't about how much you have that determines how much you know. You feel me? That's why they always tell y'all too, don't get caught up in a race mentality. Stay locked in on the fact that this is a marathon, bro. We going towards the end of the race, but it's never really an end of the race until it's all said and done. You feel me? So while you trying to keep up and compete, this motherfucker over here gonna lap you, because they not worried about competing. They not worried about trying to beat you or beat the other person. They focused in on them. They doing what they supposed to do. See what I'm saying? But hey, y'all make sure y'all talk to God today, man. If you ain't been talking to God, you already know the vibes, man. You need to lock in. You need to lock in right now. If you're not locked in right now with Big G, talk to him. Get down on your knees, take a second and pray. Tell God thank you today. Feel me? He done been way too good, man. I ain't lying to you, bro. He done been way too good. There's no way that you can convince me that God ain't been providing for you when you sitting here watching me right now. This is part of his provision. You see what I'm saying? Especially if this is something that you've been thinking about, you've been trying to learn, you've been trying to understand this. Gang, you better understand, God put me in front of you so that you can learn. This ain't about me. This ain't about me, gang. This is about the fact that this education, this knowledge, this everything that I'm gonna be teaching y'all over the whole span of while I'm alive, bro. Over the whole span of while I'm alive, everything that I'm gonna teach y'all, bro. God put me here to teach y'all this stuff, bro. So when you listen, understand, especially if you've been praying for stuff like this, praying to understand certain knowledge, praying that certain things will come your way that you can understand, get game on it, because it's gonna be a lot deeper than just trading, y'all. You feel me? If y'all haven't already realized, I talk way deeper than just trading. I just know how to give the game up to the point of where I can relate it back. You feel me? But man, it's deeper than trading, bro. My whole, bro, I'm telling you. But y'all gonna see that. Y'all gonna witness that. The more that we keep coming in with all these lovely bangers that I'm gonna keep giving y'all, the more that we keep dropping new content, because I got that new content rolling in for y'all, boy. I ain't lying. I got new content coming in for y'all. Y'all gonna be like, dang, okay. So we actually a little lit right now, huh? Yeah, we're gonna be a little lit over here. We're gonna have a couple little sections of things that we doing, a couple things that we gonna focus on. I'm gonna need y'all help in some areas, because y'all gonna be able to, you feel me? Y'all gonna be able to help push plans forward. What y'all gonna understand is over here we building foundation. Not just foundation for YouTube, foundation for real change and real world aspects. You feel me? So when we doing certain things over here, I hope you paying attention, because we making real change. We not finna sit over here on the sidelines acting like, you know what I'm saying, ain't shit going on, man. You feel me? No. We gonna stay locked in on making sure that we keep doing what we gotta do for the people, because the people is what matters, bro. You feel me? So again, I'm gonna say it like this, man. Make sure you talking to God today. If you didn't, you tripping. We out.